Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a special video. I didn't think I'd be doing a video tonight, but I really appreciate all the support that's been happening because I'm a certain someone attacking my channel and trash talking it. To be honest, I was really in a bad mood yesterday. I don't know, I was in a depressive funk and I was like literally crying because of all of it, and I'm doing better now. I'm just not letting those assholes get to me personally. So, pretty much, we're going to talk about the top 20 songs of October of 2023, October 2023 of 2023, or whatever. So, basically, I'm going to discuss from 20 to 1. Hopefully, I can get it done in this whole video and let you know what I thought of each track. So let's dive into this special video now. I'm going to start with Glasslands The Creature at number 20. This one wasn't bad. I didn't think it was a favorite of mine, but it was good in its own way. The song's growing on me throughout time, but I still got to give it a few more listens to see what I really think of it. So I'd give Glasslands The Creature it's still getting a 4.5 out of 5, but it is a good track, and it's redeemable enough to be on this list, or deemable, or however I'm trying to say it. But yeah, number 20 was Glasslands The Creature. Definitely check this song out for yourself to see what you think of it. I recommend it. At number 19 is going to be Mike Shinoda, Already Over. This one's a good track. This came out October 6th of this year, so about almost 4 weeks ago, but it is a good song in its own way, so I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5 too, like I originally gave the other tracks. So it's a good track for what it went for. Sorry, my thumb is a little sore. I can't really do the thumbs up very well. It's just, I think I sprained it or whatever today when I picked it up a box or whatever, or we're working on boxes today. I don't know what happened. It's just something happened to where it just is very painful and numb, I guess you could say. Number 18 is Flat Black, Justice Will Be Done. Pretty good track for what it goes for. I really like this song. I'd give it a 5 out of 5. It is a pretty strong track. It's not one of my favorites from them, but it is. I think Halo was one of my favorites that came out in September, so it was a good song too. So, very good track. But yeah, at number 18 is Flat Black, Justice Will Be Done. It came out on October 18th of this year, so recommend that track. Then comes number 17, which is Demon Hunter, Some of Us. This one was a pretty good track for what it went for. I really enjoyed how it sounded overall. I really dug how the overall track is sounding. And, yeah, just Ryan Clark's vocals sound pretty good in my opinion. Sorry, I'm just changing the list, just so you know. But basically, yeah, I'd give this a 5 out of 5. It's a pretty good track, but it's not one of the best tracks of October of 2013 or 2023. I am sorry if I'm saying 2013 because that's like 10 years ago. I'm just saying the wrong thing. So definitely check out Demon Hunter, Some of Us. Number 16 is Atreyu with I. I actually do like this track. I just don't think it's the best song of October of 2023. I think I know which one that's going to go to. Basically, it's a pretty good track for what it went for. Give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's got some moments where it's a little repetitive, but I chose this track to be on the list, so I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely recommend the song to see what you think of it, and if you're an Atreyu fan, you're gonna like how it sounds because they're more metalcore, electronic, rock, pop. It depends. They do all kinds of things with their music. Number 14 is Dragon Force with Power of the Triforce, or number 15 is Lamb of God with Evidence, and then the next one will be Dragon Force, Power of the Triforce, so I guess you already know what the next one's going to be. Basically, I think Lamb of God put out a pretty good album last year. It was really good in my opinion. I recommend checking that album out. Omens, I think it was called. It came out in 2022 last year, October 7th, I believe. But it was an amazing album. It was pretty good for what they went for, and I really enjoyed Evidence. This sounded really good. Randy's screaming vocals are amazing, and I really enjoyed how it sounds overall. So, number 15 is Lamb of God, Evidence. It's not one of the best songs this year of October of 2023, but it is a pretty good track, 5 out of 5. Then comes, like I said, number 14, Dragon Force, Power of the Triforce. Pretty good speed metal track. I really enjoyed how it sounds overall. Sounds very original and fresh from their uh, last album. I mean, Doomsday Party wasn't my favorite, but they tried something with it. But honestly, the new singer doesn't sound too bad. So I'd give this a 5 out of 5. It was a pretty awesome track, and they have a new bassist, which is a chick or whatever. So she's pretty good at what she does. So basically, Power of the Triforce, 5 out of 5. Then comes number 13, Judas Priest with Panic Attack. What a great track, in my opinion. I really would have put it in my top 10, but I think there are some better songs that are deemable in the top 10 tier list and all that. So, yeah, pretty good track. So, 5 out of 5 for this one. I really enjoyed Judas Priest's new single, and they have a new album coming out in March, and I'm really excited to hear that album. So, definitely will be reviewing that album. I think it's March 8th or something like that is when it's coming out. So, number 13 is Judas Priest with Panic Attack. Number 12 is Set It Off with Evil People. This was a pretty good song. I did not think I'd like a Set It Off song like this, but I actually did, and I was enjoying how it sounded. So I'd give this a 5 out of 5. And definitely check it out for yourself to see what you think of it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to write with my writing hand, and apparently my thumb is not letting me because my thumb is really sore and messed up. It feels like it's in pain, or I sprained it or whatever. I don't know what I did, but I really made it hurt a lot. And sorry about the background noise. That's my nephew laughing and my sister playing with him and all that. So basically, number 12 is Set It Off with Evil People. And number 11 is Blink-182 with You Don't Know What You've Got. This was one of the singles before the album came out on October 20th for One More Time. And honestly, You Don't Know What You've Got was a pretty good track with how it sounded. And I'm sorry about the background noise. My nephew and my sister are just making a lot of noise. But he's a kid. What do you expect? Basically, Blink-182, You Don't Know What You've Got. It sounded pretty good with how Mark Hoppus was singing it. The lyrics were very impactful and meaningful with what they were describing with the song. So it's basically called talking about living your life and not letting not letting a good moment pass you by, mostly. So living it up to the fullest, and also just it's mostly about Mark Hoppus's cancer diagnosis and other things that happened that they wanted to write about with this track. So this is a very personal track, but it did very well. So number 11 was Blink-182 with You Don't Know What You've Got. I really wanted to put it on my top 10, but there's something better for a Blink-182 song that's in my top 5. So at number 10 is Bring Me the Horizon with Darkside. This decided to be in my top 10. I don't think it's worthy enough to be in my top 5, but it is a pretty good track with how it sounds. But Ollie Sykes' vocals sound pretty good, and mostly just the way it sounds overall. I really dig this track, so at number 10, I picked Bring Me the Horizon with Darkside. Pretty good track. Definitely recommend checking this song out for yourself. Number 9 is Mayday Parade with Miracle. this is a pretty good song with how it sounds. I really like how um, Derek's vocals sound in this track. He really raises his vocals in this track in the bridge part of the song, and it sounds really good. So recommend this song to you guys if you haven't listened to it. At number 9 is Mayday Parade with Miracle. Um, Number 8 is Of Mice and Men, Into the Sun. I kind of wanted to choose this one because I actually did like this track with how it sounded. Aaron Pauley's vocals sound really amazing in this. I don't think there's any screams in this, to be honest, but there might be, but I don't know. But still, the track was quite amazing off the new album Tether. And excuse my yawning, I've just had a day mostly. So basically, at number 8 is Of Mice and Men with Into the Sun. Number 7 is Crosses with Girls Float and Boys Cry featuring Robert Smith from The Cure. This one actually was a very electronic experimental track, but it sounded really good with how I perceived it. How I viewed it, I actually enjoyed this listen. This was on the new album Good Night, God Bless, I Love You, Delete that came out on October 13th of this year. But it is a great track, so definitely was worthy enough to be in my top 10. So at number 7 is Crosses with Girls Float and Boys Cry featuring Robert Smith from The Cure. Number 6 is Dance Gavin Dance with War Machine. This was a great track in my opinion. Definitely recommend checking this track out. It wasn't worthy enough to be in the top 5. I think the last song they made, The Ghost of Billy Royalton, was probably my favorite. This one was pretty good too, but not worthy enough to be in the top 5. Still a great track though, so 5 out of 5, and definitely recommend this band Dance Gavin Dance. Highly recommend you check their old material out and some of their new material. Number 5 is Green Day with The American Dream Is Killing Me. I actually did enjoy this track. I thought this would be a song that'd be in my top 10, but I'm actually digging this track for how it sounds. I think they're going back to their roots, Green Day is, and I'm really appreciating that they're doing that. But overall, pretty catchy track for how it sounds, and it's very political too with what it's talking about, and in your face kind of. So really like what Billy Joe Armstrong did with this track, and the rest of the band too. So at number 5 is Green Day with The American Dream Is Killing Me. Number 4 is Ice Nine Kills with Meet and Greet. This was a pretty well done track. It was worthy enough to be in my top 5, and I really enjoyed this track. And definitely check out the new Welcome to Horrorwood Under Fire Deluxe Edition. I'm gonna be honest, yeah, it was a little disappointing that they waited 2 years to release a deluxe edition when they could have released it last year in October, but I think they waited too long, and pretty much there wasn't enough deluxe edition tracks to be really excited for, and that was the disappointing thing. But overall, still a pretty good deluxe edition, and pretty good song. Probably one of my favorite songs so far that I've listened to. So number 4 is Ice Nine Kills with Meet and Greet that I chose. Number 3 is Blink-182 with Anthem Part 3. Great track in my opinion. Sorry, my thumb is still messed up. It's just, I don't know what happened. I think I was lifting something at work and then it just messed up for some odd reason. Like my thumb just got really sprained or whatever it was, I don't know. But Blink-182 Anthem Part 3 is one of my favorite tracks to the opener of the new album One More Time, and I really enjoyed this track, and I highly recommend you check this song out. It was worthy enough to be in the top 3 songs of October of 2023, so yeah, 5 out of 5 for that one. And number 2 is Spiritbox with Cellar Door. Great track in my opinion. I wish it was worthy enough to be number 1, but there is a song that is number 1 in my opinion. But still a great, worthy enough track to be the contender before getting to the number 1 pick. It was second place to the number 1 mostly. And Courtney LaPlante's screaming is great in this track, and I really enjoyed this track. So number 2 is Spiritbox with Cellar Door, and I can't wait for the new Fear of Fear EP to come out this upcoming Friday. I will be reviewing that, just so you know. And finally, at number 1, drum roll please, Beartooth with I Was Alive. Great track. It's a great closing track to the album The Surface that came out in October of this year, October 13th of 2023. It was a great album. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. There were a few tracks I had my critiques about, but overall, it's still an amazing album for how it sounded, and I really enjoyed Beartooth's new album. So, yeah. Number 1 is Beartooth with I Was Alive. Sorry about my yawning. I've just been doing that lately. And I hope you enjoyed this top 20 songs of October of 2023 video. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. And thank you guys for getting me up to 1,000. Hopefully it stays at 1,000. I don't know. We'll just wait and see. But overall, I just wanted to do this list because it is the end of October, and the next end of the year videos, well, the videos for end of the year start on November 19th, leading all the way to the end of December, just so you know. But overall, I chose these tracks because they were worthy enough to be in my top 20. So basically, hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for watching.